Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Desire to She, the Sir is who is Rosie Rosette 2020. Pal, you know I can't do all that because my risk or whatever. Anyway, okay, let's talk about these people. Look, I just was on Instagram and it's talking about a stripper busted for selling fake vaccination cards on Instagram for a little coney coin. Like, who does that? Let me see who. Okay, Urban News. Who does that? Who does that? Like, didn't I talk about this earlier today? Didn't I talk about this earlier today when I was talking about how um I don't know, I was talking to someone on some platform or with somebody or whatever. Anyway, okay, so you don't want to get the vaccination, right? Okay. Then, but in order to keep your job, they're like, oh no, honey, it's no longer an option. Okay, we gave you guys time to be an option. You guys act like y'all didn't want. Well, guess what? People are dying. It's 640,000 people who have died of COVID. You got to get it. If you want to work here, if you want to be an airline employee, if you want to work for the city, you want to work for the state, if you want to work for the government, you have to be vaccinated. So guess what? It's no longer an option. Do it. So no, because of Jesus, or because of Jehovah, or Buddha, or whoever, Allah, or whatever, people feel like they don't want to get vaccinated. Okay, well, fine. So now the newest scam is, okay, let me get a fake vaccination card. I tell you, honey, people are just stuck on stupid. Guess what, you guys? This is 2021. This is not 2000 or even 1999. This is not 1890. It's not 1760. It is not 1644. It is 2020, and it's a thing called technology. See, things are going up to the moon. We have cars that, don't need gas nor a driver. There's a whole bunch of single parent mothers. Women are not, being treated like they were before. There's the age of, homosexuality. I mean, there is just a lot going on. We have so many big brothers. We don't just have one, which I felt used to be Bill Gates, but we have many big brothers. You know what I'm saying? So in the skies, you really can't get away with anything because everyone is watching you everywhere. Okay, that's why so many cops are getting, cited for what they're doing to black folks, because there's cameras everywhere. I'm telling you, everyone needs to look at Contagion. But there's another movie where, everyone, they could get to you by your cell phone. So if you don't want to be tracked, turn it off. Anyway, everything's tracked to your cell phones. We all use them, so we're all tracked. They can track us wherever they want. Anyway, if they say they can't find you, they're lying. Okay, now I guess not everyone uses their cell phone, so not everyone is trackable. Not everyone has platforms. Not everyone has debit cards or credit cards. Some people live solely on cash. Anyway, you're stupid, okay? If you think that you're going to be able to get away with a fake vaccination card, you're stupid. You're going to jail. You're going to go to jail. You're going to get fired. You're going to be arrested or whatever. It's like, is it worth it? Just go get the damn drug. Oh, it's against your religious policies. Well, guess what? Go somewhere where you don't need, where your religion will allow you to work and live without being vaccinated. Go. Sorry, it didn't work out for you, but go ahead and go. There's a lot of people who would love to be here with the vaccination, and live. If you feel like everyone has their right and freedom and blah, blah, blah. But if you feel like that, then just go to a country where it's not required. Because you know what? I'm sorry, but, maybe you can go to the bush in Africa or something like that. But even people in Africa would love to have the vaccination. But you know what? All you righteous freedom, blah, 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 blah. You know what? Go somewhere with that. Because, again, 640,000 people have died. And a lot more are going to die because, and hopefully I don't, but because people don't want to get vaccinated. Even people who are vaccinated. There was a nurse. They just talked about, when I did the video earlier, there was a nurse who just had her 5th child who died. She wasn't even able to meet her child. She died from COVID. You see what I'm saying? Nurses don't want to do the nurses. That's why they're paying them an astronomical amount of money to work, especially travel nurses. I think there was one thing in New Mexico to travel for, I think, $25,000 a month or a week. I think it might have been a sign on bonus. It's something astronomical because you have to work with people who have COVID. You know what I'm saying? And these nurses and these teachers in Texas, some two teachers died, I think the same week or the same day or something, or from the same district. They both died. Died. Yes, died from COVID. Okay? So, you rah-rahs, oh, I don't want to take it. That's the government, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well then, you know what? Go somewhere. Go somewhere where you don't have to take it. But I don't know where you're going to go, but y'all going to have to get up out of here, because this thing is just really too deadly. And I know about the Tuskegee incident or whatever. I think I made a couple videos about it, like, I don't, and actually I didn't want to take it. But then, I was at my cousin's house and I told them that I wasn't vaccinated, and they looked at me, and, my cousin, the elder, she was, well, she's still alive, but she wasn't doing too good. They were like, ooh, I don't know what you're going to do, but you're going to have to get up out of here. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, well, wait, her grandson was there and his friends are not vaccinated, but I gotta go. Or, you gonna, say that to me or whatever. Oh, really? But that just had me thinking, oh, yeah, maybe. And then for my birthday, I wanted to travel internationally until I found out that where I wanted to go to Portugal, that it was a 14-day quarantine. I was like, ooh, no, I'm not going there. I am not going there. So you guys are going to have to get vaccinated. And please stop with these fake vaccination cards, because I think now it's digitized. So you can't use a picture of a vaccination card, or you can't use a fake one. It's just not worth it. I don't understand. It's just a perk. Is okay, the first one hurts, the second one you get a fever, whatever, only for a day. It's not worth you going to jail, getting a record, losing your job, losing whatever benefits you guys have or need or want or desire. But it's just not worth it. It's not just go. You get the flu vaccine, you get those vaccination shots or whatever. It's just one added to the POW. You know what I'm saying? It's like use it or lose it, but you will lose a lot more than you might lose your life. I just don't know. Yes, they took, an expedited amount of time to get it cleared and certified and past the FDA or whatever. But listen, in this state of time, we want economy to get back to normal. People are dying. I think it's more people dying now than it was this time last year. This is not, yes, there's more people dying right now than it was this time last year. So, I don't know what's going on. And today I was cooking. My son came in, right? I like to cook fresh onions. I like my stuff fresh. I don't like canned foods. I will eat frozen food, not frozen TV dinners processed, but I like fresh. Okay, so I'm chopping, doing what I can, because my arm hurts or whatever. My son comes in and he's like, "Oh, mom, it smells good," or whatever. I was like, "Really?" I was like, "I can't smell it." He's like, "You can't, anything." I'm just like, "Oh, wait a minute. Do I have it? Do I have it COVID?" Because they say that, the vaccinated people, we carry it or whatever. So I'm just like, "Oh no, did I lose my sense of smell or whatever?" But I had onions, and after a while, it all blends in together. But when you walk out and you walk back in, you can smell it. But I opened up the oven and I was able to smell the chicken. So I was like, okay, the chicken's not for me. It's for my son. In the other video, I was saying I was going vegan, but not my son. He's a carnivore. Anyway, you guys are going to have to get vaccinated. Like, this is not a joke. You guys have got to get vaccinated. It's not a choice. So, hopefully you guys will get vaccinated and stop using these cards and getting arrested and going to jail. It's just not worth it. Not this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, but can y'all find something a little better than this? Please? Please. Anyway, I wish you guys well, and please stop scamming with these vaccination cards. Just go get the damn vaccine. Okay? Is it still a choice? I think it's mandatory now for most jobs, most, go to bars, you go to movie theaters, you go to restaurants, public entertainment venues, whatever. Like, you have to be vaccinated. And then, for the people who are not vaccinated, I think they have to get COVID tested every 2 weeks. I have never had a COVID test. I've never had the symptoms or whatever. I don't touch surfaces or whatever. So I just never had. I mean, I don't know if I've had it, but if I did, it kind of went and gone or whatever. But I think I got it well before it was legalized or named COVID, because I think I got it in November. It came in March. But remember that strand where everybody was getting sick and that coughing or whatever? I think that's what it was. Anyway, I have got to go. Hopefully you guys will stop scamming. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.